I can talk about multi-channel because I find it so exciting because it's always changing. Sometimes people confuse and say, and this actually happened to us for real. I was in Thailand last year and I gave a presentation and I talked about what we do as a company, multi-channel experts, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, when I went back to the UK, I got this email and they said, can you please position yourself against omni-channel? So they seem to be a competitor of yours and they seem to be more advanced than you. So can you explain where do you, and I thought, great. Omni-channel is sometimes confused with multi-channel. So I just want to explain what it means. So first of all, from an evolution perspective, we start with a single channel. Then we went into multiple channels, i.e. multiple ways of transacting, multiple ways of dealing with consumers, disconnected. Then we started to move into more of an integrated approach, multi-channel, and which basically means you now started to have some sort of connectivity between these channels. You started to share information such as customer details, pricing strategy, and so on. And then we moved into cross-channel. Click and collect is an example of cross-channel. You are crossing more than one channel within a shopping journey. And finally, that's the goal today, that's the objective of everyone, to reach omni-channel. Omni is Latin for all. And what we're saying here is that all the channels appear as one. So you see, life is a circle. We start with a single, and eventually we go back to a single. So what does omni mean? Omni means all the channels appear as one, which means you have consistency. Consistency in what? Consistency in quality, consistency in understanding customers, consistency in offerings, i.e. I'm not prejudiced by the choice of the channel I make. I am free as a customer to choose whichever channel I want, depends on where I am and what kind of merchandise I'm looking for. And I expect the same standard, the same quality. That's what omni-channel is all about. And to achieve it, you need to have that kind of rich experience and rich information across all channels. And you need to have that kind of integrated mentality. The customer's concern, they don't really care whether you are a single, double, triple. They care about getting the right experience, getting the right customer service. So the reason why I don't just simply swap multi-channel and omni-channel is this. Multi-channel is what we do, and omni-channel is the highest status, the highest mark. If you go to your exam and you score 100%, then you are an omni-channel. How many, before someone asks the question, how many retailers are omni-channel? Very few. So Apple are trying to be omni-channel. So you go to the store and you have, there is no cash till. The cash till will come to you in terms of omni-channel. I'll talk about Burberry later on. That's another example of someone trying to be omni-channel. And of course, Tesco has embarked on the journey to be omni-channel, but very difficult because there is a complete change here. From a big picture, when you talk about multi-channel, this means you are transacting through stores, online, mobiles, social. It's a B2C, it's a C2C, it's affiliates, flash sale, customer service. How many retailers think of customer service as a channel? Very few. Customer service is there if you want to complain about something. You want to bash someone, that's what customer service are for. Apologies for any customer service representatives. But actually customer service is a channel. You can sell through customer service if you do it right. TV, set-up boxes. You can watch Korean drama and you can buy the merchandise they're wearing. The diagram on the right-hand side basically is there to show this is no longer about retail only. A good telco is a retailer. A good media is a retailer. A good airline travel is a retailer. Banks are retailers. Distributors are retailers. All of these sectors are converging, including, of course, manufacturers. So I attended presentation, and that was a couple of years ago. And the CEO of Carrefour Warehouse, and the room was full of retailers, 300 retailers. The CEO of Carrefour Warehouse said, anyone out there sitting, not knowing what PCS means, price comparison sites, or PPC, pay per click, in 5 years you'll be obsolete. You'll be replaced by Samsung. And Google, and then he showed Google Earth, and he said, you see, they even renamed the planet already. So others are intruding into your space. So change is absolutely necessary. Otherwise, you won't survive. Now, in terms of opportunities, lots of opportunities from multi-channel. The obvious one is obviously creating more revenue streams, differentiation, increasing visibility of the brand. It gives you a chance to optimize the old processes that you've had for years, because you must change it, because you're gonna now work as one organization. Propagation, because you can go through multiple business models and to have that kind of omni-channel status. So these are the opportunities. That's the drivers. And all of that is basically saying, if you do this and you care about the customers, then you make money. And then you have a powerful branding. But that's the route. It's not the other way around. Yes, there are challenges, as we said. And actually, this is the biggest challenge, the organization itself. There must be a recognition that this is the business transformation. If the business is committed and serious about this, then the business would succeed. As long as the various departments are aligned and you have the buy-in. We talked about the importance of thinking like a customer, acting like a customer, having the agility, your finger on the pulse, you understand the metrics, the dashboards, the information, and you can act quickly on it. And sometimes, when we engage with customers and we basically ask them, so how do you manage this? How do you run this? Where is finance into this? And finance role is simply, they get requests for whatever investment and they sign it off. And when they ask questions, the response is, well, you don't understand e-commerce or you don't understand retail. You just have to accept that. In terms of how this should be run, you need to have a budget for the year, and that budget is divided by categories. So how much money we expect to make in the year? 50 million. So 50 million. How are we going to achieve this 50 million? What categories would contribute towards the 50 million? And then how do you divide this in the year, in the calendar? It's not going to happen on equal 12 months. And then how do you divide it further into departments? So what do you give marketing, merchandise, IT, supply chain? If you don't go through this division, budget to categories, to calendar, to departments, and every day you have the representatives of there are 5 key departments in the customer journey. Marketing, IT, merchandise, supply chain, customer service, and 3 departments that basically all these 5 sit on: finance, HR, legal. Those 5 departments that I mentioned earlier, they need to be meeting every day to look at the figures and look at what they set out to achieve and to see where are they versus the goal and what they need to do to adjust.